Now, let's move on to the next topic, service marketing. Typically, a company has the tendency to consider four special characteristics during the process of designing a marketing program. Intangibility, or service cannot be seen, felt, heard, or smelled before purchase. We have inseparability, which is service cannot be separated from the providers. Variability, which is the quality of service depends on who provides them and when, where, and how. And lastly, we have perishability, which is services cannot be stored for later sale or use. Since intangibility limits the user's ability to estimate the value of service in which they are thinking of buying, the final user would look for the following signs: the quality of the place, the people, the price, the equipment, and the communication. So, how does a service company do marketing? Successful companies understand the concept of service profit chain. It is the chain that links service firm profits with employee and customer satisfaction. The 5 links of the chains are internal service quality, which is superior employee selection and training, a quality work environment, and strong support for those dealing with customer. We have satisfied and productive service employees, which is more satisfied, loyal, and hardworking employees. We have greater service value, which is more effective and efficient customer value creation, engagement, and service delivery. We have satisfied and loyal customer, which is satisfied customer who remains loyal, make repeat purchases, and refers other customer. And finally, we have healthy service and profits and growth, which is the superior service firm performance. Other than external marketing, service companies also have 2 more different types of marketing. That is internal marketing, which is orienting and motivating customer contact employees and supporting service employees to work as a team to provide customer satisfaction. We also have interactive marketing, which is to train service employee in the fine arts of interacting with customer to satisfy their needs. There is also an existing problem in the service business. Most service marketers often complain about how hard it is to differentiate its service with others. When customers are unable to differentiate the value of the service, they tend to look more on the price. So the solution of this particular problem is we have offer, which is to include innovative features that sets one company offer apart from competitors' offer. An example of this could be Apple's successful stores offers a Genius Bar for a technical support and hosts free workshops. We have delivery, which is to having more able and reliable customer contact people, developing a superior physical environment in which the service product is delivered, or designing a superior delivering process. And finally, we have service image, which is the service companies can also work on differentiating their image through symbols and branding. An example of this could be Aflac adopting the duck as its advertising symbol.
It is an element of a powerful brand, which captures the mind of customer. Positive brand equity will get more favorable reaction than to generate or unbranded version of the same product or vice versa. There are 4 dimensions to rank a brand strength, which are differentiation, relevant, knowledge, and esteem. Strong brand equity is ranked high on all dimensions, and its value is very high in terms of access. The competitive advantage gained from quality brand equity is a lot and provides the company favorable positions to function. However, a powerful brand forms the basis for building strong and profitable customer engagement and relationship. So companies need to think of themselves not as a portfolio of brands but as a portfolio of customers. So in order to build a strong brand, it needs a strategy consists of positioning, name selection, sponsorship, and development. Every brand needs a position in their target consumer mind, and they can do it through 3 levels of positioning. Product attribute is the first level, but don't have significant effect because customers just interested in what is bring to them by the attribute. To have better position, a brand can associate its name with a desirable benefit, but to be the strongest, it takes more than attribute and benefit positioning. The brand must have strong belief and value in customer mind. They must have an emotion bond with which make the consumer love them unconditionally. Everyone needs a name, and to select one, it has a lot of requirements from the name. Must be related to the product, easy to pronounce, recognize, and remember, but also distinct from others. But the most important is it needs to be capable of registration and legal protection. A brand name cannot be registered if it infringes on existing brand names. A manufacturer has 4 sponsorship options, The product may be launched at a national brand or manufacturer brand, or the manufacturer may sell to reseller who give the product a private brand, also called a store brand. Although most manufacturers create their own brand names, which is licensed brands. Finally, two companies can join forces and a co-brand is a product. Brand development: to develop a brand has four joy, which are line extension, brand extension, multi-brands, or new brands. Line extension happen when a company create new modification from its existing product, and this can be used as a low-cost, low-risk way to introduce new product or simply to meet the command want from the customer and reseller. Sometimes additional extension may bring a little value to a line, but a line extension works best when it takes sale away from competing brand, not when it cannibalizes the company or the item. Brand extension is the extension to create new or modified product in a different category. Compared with creating a new brand, extension can bring the familiarity and acceptance from consumer is cheaper from development of the whole new brand. But company must consider careful before enter a new category, and if doing so, they must give the extension competitive advantage in each new category. In a big company like PepsiCo, they often market many different brands in the same product category. Multi-branding is often done to target different segments of customer and take up more market share. But there is a drawback from this is that each brand might obtain only a small market share and none may be very profitable. Where a company believes that their brand power is waning and that is time a new brand is needed, or is it just simply that their existing brand name isn't fit for new category. By creating new brand has some of the same disadvantage like multi-branding. Managing brand, the action must be done carefully by company. The progress of building its positioning must focus on communicate with customer, not just overlook it. Because if a brand wants to be success, it needs customer engagement, which they call customer brand experience. Finally, company need to periodically audit their brand strengths and weaknesses so that they acknowledge about their situation in order to have proper move.
Next section is going to be what is a product. What is a product? A product are anything that can be offered to a market for attention, acquisitions, use, or consumptions that might satisfy a want or need. Products include more than just tangible objects. The product also includes service, events, persons, vice versa. Product, service, and experience. Products are key elements in the overall marketing offering. A company's market offering often includes both tangible goods and service. Today, as products and services become more commoditized, many companies are differentiate their offers. They are creating and managing customers' experience with their brands or companies. Experience have always been an important part of marketing for some companies. Today, however, all kinds of firms are recasting their traditional goods and services to create experience. So levels of products and services. As you can see, there are three levels of products and services. The first one is augmented product with delivery and credit, product support, brand value, warranty, and after-sales services. The actual products are brand name, quality, packaging, design, and features, and then the core customer's value. The products and service classifications. Products and services falls into two broad classes based on the type of consumers who use them: consumer products and industrial products. Our next section will be products and service decisions. So individual products and service decisions, as we can see, there are 5 steps: the product attributes, branding, packaging, labeling, and product support services. Product line decisions. A product line is a group of products that are closely related because they function in a similar manner, are sold to the same customer groups, are marketed through the same types of outlets, or fall within given price ranges. The major product line decisions involves product line length, the number of items in the product line. Product mix decisions. A product mix or a product portfolio consists of all the product lines and items that our particular sellers offers for sales. A company's product mix has 4 important dimensions: width, length, depth, and consistencies.
Hi guys, my name is Như Hải, and today our group 10 will present about developing new product and managing the product life cycle. So in the first part, we'll get to know about how company develop a new product idea. So the first one, we got acquisitions. So acquisitions means spend money to buy a company that already has a good reputation, loyal customer, a product, company operations processes, thereby upgrading those existing systems to buy and earn revenue. Moreover, we have developed a new product. It means that upgrade and improve the product to make it better and more sustainable for the customer need or improvement or based on existing product and have been released and marketed. So here we got the numerous way to obtain a new product. Firstly, we will mention about incremental improvement of existing product. What does that mean? So take the Coca-Cola as a great example here. The brand line extensions such as Cherry Coke, Coke line, and more recently Coca-Cola Life had enabled more than 130 years old brand to stay relevant, tap into emerging drink and bring something new to its customer of the year. Secondly, expansions of existing product line. So here we got Congat, with hemp seed oil at the example. So the additions of hemp seed oil make this product differ from other, making toothpaste more soothing and moisturizing to mouth and gums. The jinx is very effective in reaching the need of the customer. The third one, new to world product. Radical innovations have been created or introduced to the market. For example, the internet never before in the history of the world had data been accessible and available on a global basis. It created the entire industry, service provider, and retailer living in the cyberspace. And yeah, the last one, new product different but not to the world. B&G, a jewelry store for gems, gold, and silver, has gradually tried its hand at the market for accessory product to make and meet the personality style and continuous innovations need for the Generation Z.
Hi, so now we would head towards the new product development process. So first, we have the idea generations. New product development begins with the process of generating new ideas, which involves searching for potential new product concepts. Companies often come with a large number of ideas, but only a few are selected as good ones. Ideas can come from both internal and external sources, such as customers, competitors, suppliers, and others. Companies can come up with new product ideas from internal sources, such as employee-driven innovation programs and social networks. Companies like Ford, Chick-fil-A, AT&T, Facebook, and Twitter, and also LinkedIn, encourage employee innovations may result in new product development. So external idea sources can also provide new product ideas for the companies, including distributors, suppliers, competitors, trade shows, government agencies, research firms, and universities. Customers can also offer an insight and ideas through questions, complaints, and suggestions. Crowdsourcing. So companies use crowdsourcing to gather new product ideas from customers, employees, researchers, and the public, resulting in a wider range of ideas. An overwhelming number of ideas can be managed by developing the innovation networks. The most innovative companies develop comprehensive innovation networks that can gather ideas from various sources, including the employees, customers, and outside innovators. Idea screening. So idea screening is a stage in the new product development process where the companies assess the feasibility and the potential of a new product idea. An RWW framework is used to determine if the product is real, winnable, and worth doing, with the customer needs and the competitive advantage, and a fit with the company's strategy and profit potential. The ideas are reviewed by a committee and evaluated against general criteria. Concept development and testing. So the distinction between a product idea, a product concept, and a product image is very important. A product idea is possible product idea, a product concept is detailed version in the consumer terms, and a product image is how the consumer perceive it. Concept development, a car manufacturer is planning to introduce a mass market compact, basically, for an example, all-electric car that will be more affordable than their previous generations. So this car will have features such as fast acceleration, long battery life, quick recharging, and low operating costs. The marketer's task is to create different product concepts for this car, gauge the customer interest in each of the concept, and select the best one out of it. So concept testing. So concept testing involves presenting new product concept to target consumer to gauge their appeal and gather their reactions. Company may use symbolic or physical presentation and ask questions to determine the strongest concept. Consumer responses determine projected sale, but these projections are uncertain as people may not follow through on their initial intentions. Marketing strategy development. So the next step after determining the best concept for the new electric car model is to develop a marketing strategy. So the marketing strategy includes the target market, value propositions, the sales profit goals for the first few years, as well as the planned price, distribution, and marketing budget for the first year. The final part of the strategy outlines the long-term sales, profit goals, and the marketing mix strategy. Business analysis. So the car maker evaluates the potential of its new electric car concept and the marketing strategy through reviewing sales, costs, and profit projections to determine if they meet goals. This involves estimating the sales through similar product history and market surveys, calculating the costs and profits, and analyzing the financial viability based on the sales and cost figures. Product development. So product development converts a concept into a physical product through R&D technology or engineering. It tests the feasibility, and also it requires a significant investment. R&D creates and tests prototypes for customer satisfaction and efficient production. Safety and effectiveness are thoroughly tested, and the customer may participate in the process. Consumer tests evaluate product attributes, including functional features and psychological characteristics. Test marketing. So test marketing involves testing the product and marketing strategy in the real-world settings. So the extent of the testing vary based on the investment risk and confidence. So alternatives like control or simulated tests marketer can reduce the cost and speed up the process. Tests may be conducted through control groups of shoppers, stores, or by simulating the consumer response in the laboratory, stores, or online. Commercialization. So launching a new product involves high costs, including manufacturing, advertising, and promotion. So the timing and the location of the launch depends on the impact on other products and also the competitions. Companies like Apple and Microsoft spend big on advertising and promotion during the product launches. Customer-related new product development. Successful marketing requires customer-focused new product development, so companies should focus on understanding and meeting the customer needs to create a successful product. Involving customer in the development process leads to increased returns and growth. Innovative companies prioritize connecting with the consumers in product development. So team-based a new product development. So the new product development process can be either a sequential or team-based. So the sequential approach is orderly but slow, while the team-based approach is fast and flexible but may lead to more tension and confusion. So companies that use the customer-centered approach with the team-based approach will have a competitive advantage by getting new products to the market faster. Systematic new product development. So a successful new product development requires a systematic approach through an innovation management system with all the stakeholders involved, an innovation manager, a cross-functional committee, and a recognition programs. So this leads to innovation-oriented culture, more new product ideas, and a whole company commitment to creating customer value from idea generation to product launch. So product lifecycle strategies. So the product lifecycle cycle, or PLC, outlines the stages of a product goes through from the development to the decline, including the product development, introduction, growth, maturity, and decline. It can be applied to different types of products and markets and help marketers understand how the products and markets functions. The length of the product lifecycle can vary, and not all products follow all the stages of the POC. The concept that can also be applied to styles, fashion, and fads. Introduction stage. So the introduction stage is the first stage of product launch with slow sales growth and low negative profits due to high expense. The focus on attracting is rather to extract the distributors, building inventories, and promoting the product. A successful launch strategy should align with the intended product positioning and aim to build a market leaderships. Growth stage. The growth stage begins when the new product is well received by the market, leading to a rapid increase in sales and profits. New competitors enter the market and the market expands. The company invests in product improvement, promotion, and distribution to maintain the growth and capture a dominant position. However, this strategy may result in lower current profit share in exchange for a high market share, for example. Maturity stage. So in the maturity stage, sales growth slows and the competition increases, causing a drop in profit. Product managers can modify the market and marketing mix to revitalize the mature brands, such as by finding the new users, increasing usage, and improving the pricing, promotions, and marketing channels. And finally, we have the decline stage. So the decline stage in the product life cycle is when the sales and the profits start to drop due to tech advancement, changes in consumer taste, or increase in the competition. So companies may withdraw, repositions, reduce cost, sell, or liquidate their product. Choosing the right approach is important, as it carries a weak product can damage the company reputation, lower profit, and delay finding the replacements.
Now let's discuss about two additional product issues. So marketers must consider about two additional product issues. The first is social responsibility. This includes public policy issues and regulations involving acquiring or dropping products, patent protection, product quality and safety, and product warranties. Regarding new products, the government may prevent companies from adding products through acquisition if they affect threaten or lessen competition. Companies dropping product must be aware that they have legal obligation, written or implied to the suppliers or dealers. Manufacturers must comply with specific laws regarding product quality and safety. The Consumer Product Safety Act of 1972 established the Consumer Product Safety Commission, which has the authority to ban or seize potentially harmful products and sets a penalty for violation of the law. If the consumers have been injured by a product with defective design, they can sue manufacturers or dealers. The second involves the special challenge facing international product and services marketers. International marketers must decide how much to standardize or adapt their offerings for the world market. On the one hand, companies would like to standardize their offerings. Standardization helps a company develop a consistent worldwide image. It also lowers the product design, manufacturing, and marketing costs of offering a large variety of products. On the other hand, markets and consumers around the world differ widely, so companies must usually respond to these differences by adapting their product offerings. For example, when Starbucks launches in a new country, the company says about researching culture, history, and the local text. Besides keeping some of its signature drink menu, Starbucks also added some new items to meet the local text like In Japan, it introduced green tea matcha, frappuccino, and cookie crumble with white pudding, possibly because Asian consumers are accustomed to beverages with solid mixin. Or in France, it introduced the Viennese coffee, or in Britain, Starbucks has added scone and bacon butties to the menu.